So this morning for breakfast, I made myself a ground beef patty. I just finished eating, and I was thinking about this. Like, what gets me the most is that every secondary cause of any disease having to do with the body is a low mineral, low nutrient status. So it's like maybe you don't exactly know the primary cause of why your body's going through this stressful place, why you may be having your hormones out of whack, or something's going on where you're like feeling like you're out of touch. It's like secondary cause. Every secondary cause is low mineral status because the immune system is trying to restore the balance. It's always trying to bring you back to healing. Like our immune system, we can put it through so much and it hardly ever gives up on us, right? Until that disease is like full blown exploded and we're looking at something like cancer where the body is ravished in inflammation and the immune system is out of whack. Our mitochondria are out of whack too. So that was just like what I was thinking about as I was eating my ground beef patty, and I was thinking about pregnancy nutrition and just how important it is to get minerals in your diet. Like, and I'm by no means perfect. Like, you know, at my job we have like these delicious chicken tenders. They're so good. They're tempura battered. Oh my gosh, we had delicious desserts. Our food is incredible. And even a brownie, like, and so like I do partake in the deliciousness of life, but in the morning, like for breakfast especially, like when we come out of our sleep state, we are like dehydrated, and just imagine like you just prioritizing your hydration status in the morning. And that is like we don't hydrate by anything but our mineral content, so those amino and fatty acids. That's why I'm super biased to animal-based proteins. And a lot of people ask me like, what do you think about fish? um the waters have a lot of pollution in them, a lot of heavy metals in the fish that we get. I do like seafood, of course. I love shrimps. But like in terms of like the ability for the animal to cleanse itself, like thinking of a cow in a pasture grazing on the grass and not being exposed to more metals and more plastics than it needs to be, like it's sort of like, and a land animal is kind of like me, how I go in the sunlight and how I purge my body through the light daily, and so that's what I like. And especially like with eggs and stuff too, like eggs are so nutrient dense. So I kind of lean towards the land animals because I feel like their immune systems are able to purify a little bit better. But I'm not opposed to some salmon or anything like that. But I was thinking about that, and you think about pregnancy nutrition, like moms need to be on a multivitamin. When I eat my ground beef, I'm getting every single vitamin and mineral nutrient that I need. And like iron is an issue for a lot of women, low iron levels. There's so much iron in red meat. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And how you prepare it is how it's going to be for bioavailability. So if you're cooking all of the pinkness out of the meat, like if you were to cook your eggs to death too, heat changes our structure. Heat changes our structure in the body, like an Alzheimer's brain. And Alzheimer's, an over-oxidized organ of the body, is an overheated product, essentially. Our oxidation rate is our aging rate. So if you look at like smoker's lungs versus a regular person's lungs who doesn't smoke, it typically has more brownness to it, more glycation. And this is just like our oxidation rate, like that meat that you have cooked it well done. It doesn't have that vibrancy anymore. That's kind of what our organs do. It's pretty amazing if you really think about it. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about as I ate my ground beef. And that's how I became a ground beef queen. I'm just trying to hit these cell backflips, trying to hit these mitochondria backflips, trying to be light. And I just went through this period of time where I was like, years ago when I was starting to train and become really consistent and I was cutting out a lot of processed foods in my diet, I was starting to have a lot of skin issues, circulatory issues. When I thought that like, okay, I was in this thing was like, don't eat too much meat. It's better to eat more plants and vegetables and just eat like a little handful. Started having circulatory issues. My knuckles were so dry. My hands were so dry. My lips were dry. And I had dryness of the skin. And I was like, I think I'm missing something. I just started learning more and more about mitochondria, things like carnitine, everything like that. I said, whoa, I'm just nutrient deprived. What a thing that we just end up being dehydrated as every single secondary cause of any disease in the body. You're just ending up in a state of dehydration. So if you just give yourself more minerals, it's like boom. And a meditation practice and getting the sun, healing the thought processes that you have with yourself. But like at the very least getting enough minerals to rehydrate the body. And then I started eating more animal-based proteins and my skin improved so much. Now and it was like it's like amazing now, like people always tell me your skin is so clear. It's like thank you. I really am I love the immune system. I love studying how to increase longevity, how to increase like youthfulness in the body. And it was funny yesterday, I just thought about this. I had this table of ladies and they came into the restaurant and one of them was celebrating her birthday. I don't know how old she was, maybe like 60s or 70s, I don't know. And I brought her water and I said, this is the best water you're ever going to drink in your whole life. And she said, is it from the fountain of youth? I said, yes ma'am, yes it is. It is from the fountain of youth because I put my love into this water. And when you put your love into something, when you put your love into your body, it comes back to you. Every ground beef patty I make, love. There's so much love in there. Anyway, I'm going to pick a few not so random cards. It's not random that you're here. You're meant to be here. We're meant to be right here, right now. Today's a beautiful day. Okay. First card is more compassion, please. Yeah, give yourself time. Give yourself time. Like, you're doing just fine. Clear, strong, and open. Put your shoulders back. Stay open. When you are open and your shoulders are back, we're going to not secrete as much cortisol as we'd be out like this. So stay strong, stay open. When you stay strong and stay open, you stay clear. Clear in your mentality, clear in everything. Don't be obsessed with the past. Third card. Fourth card, take it easy on yourself. There's so much compassion within these cards. And the last card at the bottom of the deck is just enjoy it. Take it easy on yourself. Just enjoy it. Like, maybe you do have some addictions with food. You can't figure out why. Somebody this weekend said, I just all of a sudden, I just want to go eat a donut. And then I just go have the donut. And then after I'm done eating the donut, I'm like, why did I eat this donut? And it's like, maybe you just should enjoy it. And then also recognize that like your cravings that you have are just bacteria in the gut that are sending signals up to your brain to get you to go feed them. These are essentially kind of like what parasites are. They're sending thought signals up to the brain, and you just have to know this is just my gut bacteria. And there's also a few things you can do before and still enjoy the donut, okay? Like you could go do 10 squats, right? And change your biochemistry. You change your microbiome when you're doing that. You're also going to pick up more sugar. So if you do 10 squats and then you eat the donut, when we do squats, when we do exercise, we activate an extra glucose transporter. So it's an extra glucose transporter that can suck up sugar into the cell a little bit better. So that's one way. Second way, you can go for a walk before, right? Any type of movement. But you can drink apple cider vinegar before. The acidity of the apple cider vinegar is known to shorten the glucose spike by 30%. 30%, you might say, oh, 30%, not that much. Take what you got. Take what you got when you're struggling. Take what you have. Use your resources wisely. Third thing, you can eat protein before you eat the donut, which will also cut the glucose spike. So you have so many options, right? So many options. Even if you decide to go eat that donut, go into the sunlight. Go purify, go purge, go help your body break down the amino acids. That's what we do when we go in the sunlight. We're breaking down amino acids. We're creating melatonin. We are balancing out. We are restoring the standard for balance. So, you got options. And just remember that, like, your mind, the gut bacteria that we have, it's always trying to feed itself. It's like, these are parasites. These are trying to get you to go walk over to the pantry at 10 p.m., get something sweet. Get something sweet. This is just mind games. This is evil. So we don't have time for that. Maybe if you struggle with that late night pantry addiction, like I did years ago, give yourself some honey, some natural honey. It has the sweetness in it. And then honey is like liquid gold. There's so many good things that come from the bees. And, you know, just try and, like, you know, help yourself out a little bit, you know. You got options. You're so beautiful. You got options. You're a biochemist. Anyway, I'm going to go. Today's a beautiful day. Miracles are happening. We don't even know. Who are we going to meet today? We might meet the most beautiful people. The most beautiful opportunities will arise. You might look a 5-year-old in their eyes and they just give you the sweetest little smile, or they go to give you a high five, and it's just like the most beautiful thing that could ever happen. We just don't even know the beauty that's around us. So don't expect the worst. Don't be your own worst enemy, because you got good things coming. Anyway, may you always be blessed with the clarity to know what is and what isn't meant for you. You can like, share, and subscribe if you want to follow along, deepen your intuition with me. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck.